Hi there friends, it's Sarah from Ruffles and Rain Boots, and today we're making these Valentine block gnomes and with these amazing hats. If you'd like to make them, just boop, stick around. As always, please hit that like button so I know you're here crafting with me. Now, they want to know if you've joined our Facebook group. The link will be down below. A lot of you have asked me how to get the very, very narrow tipped hats, and I'm going to share that today. So we're starting out with wood blocks, some noses, chenille stems, Mongolian fur, and a non-frayable fabric. The first step, you don't need a pattern for this hat. You do need to measure your woodblock gnome at about 1/2 inch or an inch for a seam allowance, and then come to a very significant point. And the reason is you need a little bit of room to put your chenille stem in, but we're just gonna pull off, see that little tiny piece up there, and then we're just gonna tuck this chenille stem in all the way up, as far as we can get it. We bend over the very tip so it doesn't poke through, and then we just hot glue hem the entire edge of it. If you've gotten off like I did just right up there, just cut it off. There you go, make it even, because this part will be seen. Be sure to scrunch the hats down on your wood blocks because we need that little scrunch. I'm going to cut a sort of V-ish shape out of Mongolian fur. If you need a tutorial on how to cut faux fur, I have that for you. We're going to make sure it tucks right up under the edge of the bottom of the hat, glue it down, all sides, and then when we put the hat on, when we put the nose on, you can split that fur right to the fabric backing, and then hot glue the nose on there, and there, right to the hat. For the little girl, I used some thick, now this is THICCCC wool roving. This is, you can use chunky yarn, thin yarn, faux fur, anything you'd want. You can make pom-poms, you can make buns like Princess Leia, anything you want. This is just for some inspiration. So I made 2 of those and stuck them on the sides of my woodblock gnome with a little bit of hot glue. And before I pull down the hat, I am going to trim up the top edges there so that it all fits nice and flush. This is a tight fit that I wanted for this look. Now for the little girl, again, we're going to scrunch down her hat. And for the little girl, we're going to place her nose on, again, scrunching up the hat and then gluing the very top of the nose to the hat. There you go. Now, I cut out a couple of hearts from felt. I didn't think that was enough, so I'm going to make her a little dress by taking a rectangle of my fabric, making a running stitch, and pulling the end tight so that it pleats it. Once I had it, I just tied it off. There you go. And then I'm going to add a little tiny heart to the bottom of the skirt, and that will sort of align with what I have, those little hearts up at the top. So we're just going to glue that on, and if you want, you can make yours go all the way around. I didn't. I probably should have. I don't know. And then I'm just going to glue on these little hearts. And then she looked a little topless, so I'm going to create an apron and a little bib with just a couple of pieces here. Glue those directly to the wood, and then I'm going to, after I glue the hearts on, I'm going to twist the tops into the hearts. And guess what? You're done. You can also twist these 2 together. It's super fun. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. And hey, if you're new here, guess what? I've got a ton more gnomes. Thanks for joining me.